All right, I get it. Like things happen to you in your life. Things happen that are totally out of your control. I mean, I'm a force of nature, but I'm not the only one. So other forces of nature interact with me, and sometimes those forces of nature knock me on my ass. We talk about not sticking into victim, right? Like not being a victim, not staying in victim. The truth is though, you can be a victim of some external thing. If I'm walking down the street and a car hits me, I'm a victim of what happened. If you push me over, I'm a victim of you pushing me over. Now, if 2 weeks later I'm still sitting there, I'm maybe no longer a victim of you, but I've chosen to just stay in victim for a long time, right? And one of the things that happens to us though is when things happen, what hurts us or makes us happy or gets us excited or makes us really sad is the mindset that we have about it. It is not the thing itself. The thing that happens is just an external stimuli. The thing that happens is just a trigger. What we do with it and who the person we are, that's the person that we are that's created by this thing, is our choice. You see people who lose their legs and that ruins the rest of their life. You see people who lose their legs, they end up climbing Mount Everest and writing books and inspiring the rest of the world for the rest of their life. The difference between those two people was whether they decided was their reaction to what happened. You also have thousands of things that happen to you every single day, and you have a certain set of reactions to these. Right now, I choose to spark. I spark every single day so that I become like a ninja. Like I want to be very, very, very adept at choosing the stories I tell to myself about what's happening around me, because I don't want to live in reaction. I want to respond. Reaction versus response. Are you reacting to what's happening to you, or are you responding? Are you just going with the first thing you feel? You're sure that you're right and you run forward? Or does something happen? You measure yourself. Hey, what's really happening? What do I know? What do I not know? What are possibilities I don't even know that I don't know? And who do I want to be in response to this situation? I want to respond, not react. I don't want to live my life as some giant chain reaction of all the cosmic energy around me. I want to create who I am, hold on to that person, and move forward. But most people are just a giant reaction. They just bounce from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing and have no idea that they can live their life on purpose. Here's the crazy thing. They already are. They're just choosing to be reactionary rather than responsive. Rather than decide who they are, they just let life decide for them. Because that's what happens. If you won't decide who you are, everyone and everything around you will tell you who you are. And if you don't know who you are, you'll just believe them. That's why being a reaction is so dangerous. It separates you from who you really are. You just become whatever reaction is necessary. You're scared to choose, because what happens if you choose who you are? Then it's your fault if you're wrong. But remember, right and wrong is victim behavior. Right and wrong is part of the problem. Right? Like it's working, not working. Whether that was the right speed or the wrong speed of the belt, it was clearly not working. Clearly not working. And a responsive person would have just stood up, let the canes go by and say, hey, this isn't working. I can't manage all of this. Inside of your life, I want to know, are you a giant ball of reaction, just doing anything you can, scurrying from left to right to front to center? Or are you purposely creating something? You know, you look at bodybuilders, like at the gym, and they're always looking at themselves in the mirror. Right? And I used to think like, man, what a bunch of like egomaniacs. These guys are like assholes. And then I watched a documentary about Arnold Schwarzenegger. And of course, guess what he did? Looked himself in the damn mirror all the time. But then he talked about it. He's like, yeah, you do the work for months and months, and then you flex and you look and you say, I'm a little weak here. I need to work on that. I'm a little too big there. I need to work on that. Like he is actually creating himself. What I thought was like this ego-fueled, crazy, he's just so in love with himself, was actually him creating a man who won, I think it was Mr. Olympia 7 times. Like he's a world champion bodybuilder because he had an attention to detail in his life. Now, in that example, we're talking about the physical body. But you can take this to every single aspect of your life. You can take this into fitness, yes. You can take this into faith. You can live on purpose. You can take this into family. You can take this into finance. You can even take it into fun. Live on purpose. It's why I spark every day. It's why I take this very, very seriously. I refuse to be a reaction of what happens beside me. I refuse to just be the tail end of some cause and effect accident. No, I happen to my life. My life doesn't happen to me. I happen to my life. I respond. When I respond, it means I own it, and then I put something into motion. I am a creator. I am not a victim. Where in your life are you just a giant freaking reaction? A giant, knee jerk, right? Like things hit you in the knee and you're just foot's kicking all over the place, but it's completely involuntary. You're just running from things. And where in your life are you in control? Where in your life do you know who you are and you're responding? When things hit you, you decide how you respond. This is a powerful concept. If you want to live your legend, you're going to have to learn how to respond and not just react. You're going to have to give yourself an extra second beyond that initial reaction to decide. In that second, what you get to do is decide who the hell you are and how the hell you want to show up in your life. Let's get to it.